always one, never two. Happy Sabado to all my GEO fans. Much love to you. What's up, GEO? What's up, family? NorCal family, SoCal family. What's going on? Within the illusion, this is like a very important video. Like this is such a direct connection with God. Because the ego has been dropped. The personality has been dropped. So there's nothing impeding what's being said. It's like that statement when you make, when you say, well, I don't really care what other people think. Right? It's like that, but taken to a point of neutrality where that becomes an absolute. But it's not that you don't care, it's that you care enough. You care more than you did before. You have more care than you did, real care. So that, therefore, you're empty. Therefore, you respond. Therefore, you're submitted. Therefore, you are obedient. Therefore, you recognize and see through what's going on in front of you. So important right now, because in the illusion, with the illusion, there's a need to be serious, like I'm telling you. Outside of this illusion, what's up? Let's go waterboarding, ski boarding. Let's go have fun. Let's love on those folks that are still in the illusion. But we got to go inside the illusion, because right now, it's crazy. You can relate with everything I'm saying. People they're detached from the world. They're not detached from the world like we speak about it, but they're detached from connection within the matrix. This is what's happening. And I'm here to bring comfort to you, to tell you, relax, chill. I understand it's happening here too. People are not really engaging. Maybe our family, even our children or our friends that, we see this disconnect all around us. We see this hold that technology has upon the psyche, upon the addictive inner faculties. And it is something that is like any drug. It's actually worse than it. It's probably the worst drug there is. Drugs themselves don't do this. You do the drug, you get high, you come down, you're back to normal. But this is a constant unplugging. Wait, let me just. A constant. This is the matrix. This is the matrix. This is the matrix. This is what you see. This is what you see everywhere. Everywhere. So prevalent that even our own children are doing it. Even we are doing it. But we've been doing it. We've been doing it before them. We brought it to them. You want to know why there's a big disconnect and there's not much communication going on, or not much, things aren't the way they used to be, where we would go back in the backyard and barbecue and chill and see the reality. Things are different. Things have changed. But during the process of change, whether we had anything to do with it or not, which we probably didn't, because it's all the will of God, it's important for you to hear that within the illusion. Don't be dismayed by this. Don't let it get to you. Release it. Surrender it. It's all okay. Life is morphing. Life is continuing its direct pursuit or existence. Life is living itself to the full. What we know about life in our own conditioned construct is also changing and morphing. And oh boy, what a morph we need. What a change we need. The construct of birth and death in a measly 60 years, 30, 40, 50 sometimes. Living within the construct of the illusion of death. This needs to change. And this is part of the change. This is your extension, your cyborg. We brought it to our children. We brought the TV, the media, the news, the government. We brought this consciousness, this collective consciousness to the illusion. Remember, it's just an illusion. It's a simulation. It's life expressing itself. You're too invested within your own separation that you feel like you exist separately. Did you catch that? My videos, the baselining that happens and the main thread, the mainstream through every video really requires you to listen to every video all the way through, and most of the time more than once, before you can hear what I'm saying, because you're not disconnected from this matrix. We brought this to our children. We gave them iPads when they were kids. It was the perfect tool, the perfect babysitter. It was the perfect pacifier so that we could live our lives and go to work and do the laundry, clean the house, and take care of everything that we were perceiving that everybody needed, including the baby. But we gave the TV to the baby. It's just life. It's an extension of life. Life is not caught up in your body. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You somehow are too caught up in believing that you exist, that you have an existence separate from everything that is. And so you're invested in that illusory existence. So it's very difficult for you to release, surrender, accept, allow, see through. Because you're too invested within this construct of who you think you are, through the name and form and entitlements that you've taken upon yourself within this construct. And so you're not able to let go of that. You don't know how, nor do you see any value in it, because you don't hear everything that's being said. Or you're just not there yet. The veil hasn't been torn enough, cracked enough. The simulation that I speak of, the illusion, the matrix, that which is physical to the eyes, senses, the outer senses. It may seem like life within this construct is being zapped away, being taken, being dying. We may look at things the way that they are right now in the external physical illusion and think and say, well, what happened? Nobody says hi to anybody anymore. Nobody's talking to anyone. No one's connecting, And so you can see things kind of folding in on itself. You might see things this way. Maybe you're not getting any attention at home from your children or your wife, and it's just because we live in a big city. We live within the construct of the matrix. The bigger the city, the more entangled the matrix is. And so maybe you're not getting any attention at home. And you're relating to what I'm saying, and you're trying to put some kind of finger on it. You're trying to, figure out what's wrong so you can correct it, so you can fix it. Because we can only put up with stuff for so long, and then if we don't look at it, release it, accept it, allow it, do all these internal things with it, it comes out in our anxiety, comes out in our thoughts, comes out in our mentality, in our personality, in our moods and dispositions, in our attitude. And we don't want that. So there's a lot of disconnect going on in society, within our communities, and within our homes. But in order for the illusion of the disconnect to be seen, we have to allow what is currently being perceived externally with our senses to have its way. Life is going to change rapidly. Things are going to be changed. As you've seen so far, it just seems like things are getting a little bit faster. We're not paying too much attention to the time, and the time just flies. And major changes in the area of technology are happening at a rapid pace. Humanity can't keep up with it. The next big fear is, will AI take over humanity? Will humanity be wiped out? And one final glorious stage will be played out. One last curtain draw, Armageddon. The distinction of humanity. I'm just going to be straight with you. It's not going to be a natural disaster. The only massive, absolute change that's going to occur, that is going to wipe out humankind and be replaced with divine, eternal being. So the only change is, major change is going to is the change from mortality to immortality. To finiteness to infinite. But externally, with the physical eyes within this illusion, we're going to see what could seem to appear to be chaos. But remember, within the chaos, there's order. So this can seem a little chaotic. Nobody wants to do no one's doing anything but this, and so are we, because we have no choice. We would be out of line to insist that we all gather at the table and look at each other and try to have a conversation. This is not happening. That's why church is so important. My God, if there's ever been a time in the construct of time, if there's ever been a time within the construct of time to need a village or a church, it's definitely now. We need creative men and women developing ways to take children and people away from their devices. I'm going to do that. That's why I'm here. And I don't exist. This is Source speaking. Whether you know it, believe it, understand it, accept it, or not, that's okay. I'm speaking in the illusion with words that are dualistic. I am singular. I have only one pair of eyes. And not an inner eye or inner eyes, not physical eyes. I don't see with these eyes. I see, or you can say, I see with the eyes of God. I have a pair of glasses. God gave me a pair of glasses. And I'm able to see things clearly from the point of God. I am so submitted that I can see the energy moving and flowing. That's why I say that I am going to do that, because I see Source doing this with me. I'm going to have retreats. I'm going to have men, women, children, families coming from every walk of life, every age group. And we're going to be a collective that's bringing connection back to the existence of life. Teaching others how to use their devices and their technology to benefit them and others. Teaching others, so-called others, how to take control and ownership over this illusory construct, this life that they live within this existence that we know. And so that's what we need. We need other men and women out there that will develop ways, camps, retreats, villages, groups, churches. We need other people. We need to seek out good churches. Pinnacle Village, one of the best in the world. Glendale, California. Pinnacle Village, New York Avenue, 5027. I go there. We need to seek out good churches and be able to send people to those churches if they live close. We should know right away, oh, there's this church right here. Why don't you go there? We need to help get people off their devices and in the face of other people. Volunteer for service. The device is just a tool for you to use, just like everything else in this world. Look at yourself as a device. It's a simulation. There is no time, there is no space. Everything happens all at once. Everything is and is already. And you and I and everyone else, even this illusory construct, all accept that which doesn't exist, which is basically everything that has to do with separation, or anything that you can, look at and say, well, where's God? Well, that thought, that vision, that sight, that communication doesn't exist. God is in everything. God is up in the ghetto. God is up in the gangs on the street. God is everywhere at all times, allowing all things, causing all things, expressing pure love. AI won't take over humanity. Who can really know or say to what may take place externally? But as I have mentioned before, God is not absent ever. This is just part of the beginning process of the eternality of God. Do you know, with just the videos that I've made online right now, AI can take, well, I didn't even need to make as many videos as I did. Did you know that with the videos that I've put up online, AI can emulate me and can take what I've created and create a whole virtual world with me and give the content that I am putting into the ether and give it basically immortal life. I mean, online, but you're, like, let's say I was to die today, but AI decided they wanted to continue the construct of what's going on. But let's say my body, like me. This is so funny, man. I love it so much. Don't slow down. Shh. Stay down. Hold on. If I was to die, AI could take what I've already created and give it life. Further its purpose. I can't help it. I wish you could see. I wish I could give you my glasses. That's what I'm trying to do. So, oh man, it takes it doesn't take anything. All it is a recognition of absence, that I'm not here, and it's just a glorious feeling. But anyway, AI could take what I've created so far, because apparently what I've done is I've created something through a fleshly, corporeal, physical existence within this period of time, and we're right on the and if you're watching this, and this is so, oh my gosh, so if you're watching this and it's 2050 something, or 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000, well, I'm back in the time of 2022. Yet I'm aware of all time. And so those that are aware of all time understand what that means. But if you're listening to this and you're hearing this and it's way far into the future, then this is for you. So that I could share a little bit of what it was like in this timeline. And you can take what little thread was spread here and add it to your own. So, immortality online. That's kind of what it is a little bit. The phone is the extension of your own cyborg. You're already AI. You just don't know it. It's your phone. You've been becoming AI little by little over your whole entire period of life. You've been on the tube, watching TV ever since you were born. So now you have a smartphone, and that smartphone is an extension of your life. You can't really live or survive without it. Well, you could if you understood, but you feel like maybe you can't. You don't need to. You can live with it, and you can use it as a tool, and you can teach other people to use it as a tool. First, learn to use it as a tool yourself. And so that's what it is, It may seem like things are falling apart or you have no control. And yeah, that's good, man. You need to feel like you don't have control, because you really don't. Sometimes we hear the word like releasing control, and we don't want to have control. We want God to have control. So sometimes there's a little bit of frustration because your people are basically unconscious. They move through life unconscious. They're merely existing. They're not conscious of reality. They're not conscious of the construct, being the matrix and all that. They're not conscious of their thoughts. And they just kind of live, because there's enough to keep you distracted. There's plenty. What distracts you the most is your lethargic the moments when you're not feeling all perfect and you're feeling just, and you sit in this feeling too long. It's okay to feel this feeling. It's okay to allow this feeling. But then what we do is we recognize it and we elevate. We apply principles. We take responsibility. We remember that we're not only responsible for those around us to be jolly, interested, adventurous, faithful, reliant upon God, expectant, involved, engaged, intentful. But it's responsibility. But we realize that our responsibility doesn't just lie within others, for the other, but it lies within us, for you. You're responsible to raise your vibration so that you feel good. For you. That's the first step. That's base one. And so sometimes the word control, we want to take control. It can have some sort of like we hit a wall or something, or we get frustrated because we want to give control over to God, but we're not willing to drop it all. So releasing control over to God is a attribute that comes from being ready to drop it all. Otherwise, this illusion of control will continue to have its way within your life. So, if you can't drop it all, if you're not ready and you're still within the illusion, then learn how to balance your life so that you can control what's controllable and surrender to what is uncontrollable, and not give any attention or judgment to it. Well, the attention, you can erase that one. Judgment to it. Because what's out of your control is out of your control. You do the best to work responsibly to try to avert and avoid certain things that can come, but we do the best we can at that. And then after that, there's things that are just beyond our control, and it's our responsibility to accept those things. So right now, if you remember back in the day, we were dealing with the internet, connecting to the internet. We were using phone lines, and the connection just wasn't that good. Now we got fiber optics and yada, 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 direct. The light's not working here in Glendale. And so that's kind of what it's like, right? Okay, right now you have a connection, but your connection is weak. It's not direct. Sorry, I got light issues going on. And so this is why we're here. I'm here to give you an upgrade. Metaphorically. There's no upgrades. I'm here to eliminate the bad connection. I'm here to upgrade your software, to give you the highest level, to give you every update that you need. I'm here to implant the self-sustaining chip that's needed in order for you to get automatic updates instantly. No more delay. If you can imagine the sun that we see up in the sky, you can somehow see the sun as a constant, unchangeable. You know, in a way. But it's like that. It's like you're you could say like you're a movie screen, you know, the best, you know, pixels, you're a bunch of pixels, and every single pixel is lit. We are, if you ask me, and I'll just tell you straight, because we talk straight, all the time, but especially on Saturdays and moments of clarity. If you ask me, we're already at the pinnacle point. This flesh body that we perceive to see, this is the most perfect form that I can see. I can't see any other form being more perfect. Not even a computer that has the ability to process information faster than we can. And that's only because we feel limited. Or we perceive ourselves to be limited. Actually, removing all limits and barriers, you are more powerful than any computer or any robot that could ever exist. This whole, it's that which is And this construct that goes on can only be given through word to create a visual point of awareness, to see things clearly. Only through just a process of communicating about it, attempting to contemplate and look at things directly connected to God. I realize now, coming online, that there's about to be some rapid changes happening within the environment that we live in. 2022, let me try to mention some things. Let's see. Yeah, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, the computer, Elon Musk, AI. We're on the beginning cusp. We're right at the beginning stage of AI, the computer. We probably right now have computerized AI people that you are not able to tell the difference between. That talk, that look totally human, act, function, can carry on a conversation just like a human. They don't display where technology really is. They only display and show, you know, call it what you will, like the mainstream visual, if you will. So we're more advanced than what you see. I'm talking within the illusion. I'll talk out of the illusion. It's all already been done. You're AI already. We're all AI. We're human. We're AI. We're everything. Everything is. All. In the illusion, AI is about to take over humanity. 98% of the workforce will drop within the next 5 to 10 years. There will be a living wage given out, just like EBT, to everyone. Bartering will come back. Creativity will come back. The essence of survival will come back. The divide will get bigger. And AI will take over. And eventually AI will become so advanced that you won't be able to tell anymore what is AI and what's not AI. Who is AI or who's not AI. You will even stop questioning. You'll start to believe that you are AI. I know this is way far above everyone's, head right now. We're all caught up in the world. We don't think we are, but we are. We think we're not. We think we're not of the world. Because we're playing church in the illusion. We still see death. we're still we're here to open the door. We're here to show you you have the key. We're here to show you that you are about to change your life. Things are about to change. When you can see with God, with a pair of glasses from God, you can see that everything's okay. You can see that it's all amazingly a play at fun. If there were ever a reason to scream bloody murder, like if it wasn't okay, I would tell you. Trust me, I know. My calling in life, my purpose in life, one of the main purposes in life that I have was to bring the message that everything is okay. Everything is cool. Everything's going to be all right. It's all going to be all right in the end. There is no end. It's kind of funny because it's so serious. Much love. Happy Saturday. I can't get away. I got to get serious. This illusion is just ridiculous. We got to break holes in it, man. Put down your devices. Master the illusion and go find a church. I love you. Come visit me. Come meet me. I'm over here every Sunday. And I want to have coffee with you. Come meet GEO. Come blow my community away. And they'll say, hey, who are all these people? And I'll say, hey, they're my fans. They're GEOs. What's up, GEO? I love you guys so much. I do, and I say, come visit, because I gave you the address, you know. Hey, we're here to change the, within the illusion, suicide is an epidemic. We're here to stop that. We're here to give a voice to that. You are beautiful. You are worthy. Man, I really desire to do one-on-ones just to tell you how awesome you are. You want a dose of major inspiration from some other person like me telling you how awesome you are every week? Hit me up. I'll do that for you. I'll help you to see how beautiful you are. I'm going uphill. I'm going to church. I'm going to do maintenance every Saturday. I'm not, God is. You know? But I just go along for the ride. Pulling in the community right now. I'll give you a look.